Look at this pretty girl. Charlie, look who that boy is. Look who that boy is. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Hayden, you don't have a dog.
Yo, what's up, Daxton?
Hi, Hayden.
Hello, everybody. We are your Blondies. We're two besties babbling about life with crazy games, fun interviews, and absolutely no politics.
We're allergic.
Yes, we are. Blonde in color, blonde in nature. We have a great lineup for you guys today.
I am so excited because we've been wanting this guest so freaking bad. We've
girl.
been begging him. I'm calling him every week, making sure I stay on his good side so he can jump into this Blondie banter we've got for him.
Yes, and although he may not be blonde, he does have blonde in his soul.
Our next guest is,
we can say, hailing from Beaumont, Texas.
he puts the twang in your thang.
Your thing.
He makes your cinnamon melt.
Oh, and
He
he's
takes
got
your
the cutest dog in the whole wide world.
Oh Lord, watch out!
obviously
And
is
here the
wonderful.
and the tears are coming.
Here they come. It's about to flow.
let's-
I'm about to get so wet. My face is going to gush.
Oh Lord, here he is, Mr. Blake Kelley.
Give it up for Blake Kelley, everybody!
Pew 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 pew. Those are our noise effects, Blake. So we're
How is
still
that for an
low
intro,
budget.
Blake? Are you stoked about that intro?
Can y'all see me and hear me?
No. No. And we don't
No,
want
no.
Am I
to.
on?
Keep
Is it
it off.
live?
We can't
It's
see you or
loud.
hear you.
It's very much live. We
feels-
are excited to have you on, mate.
Hi, Blake Kelley. You look so good.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. This is my first podcast ever. So,
Oh
No way!
hell!
Yeah.
Watch
Yeah.
out,
Dude.
world.
I can already tell you're a natural. If it makes you feel any better, this is only my 10th podcast ever. So,
I've done a few.
a few more.
I don't know if you know this, Blake. I was the fan favorite, so
that's what I've heard. That's what
yeah, I
I've
did a
heard.
lot of podcasts.
Yeah, you're the fan favorite. Hey, I do need to ask a favor. Daxton, you look great. Hayden, can you turn down the volume of your eye color? Can that come down
son
a
of
bit?
a
They're
bitch.
just
You
They're
no, you
Thank
two
you.
have been talking.
Thank you.
You two have
No,
been
we haven't. We
conspiring.
haven't. I swear to
Blake?
God.
Blake, what the hell?
Do you
is
think
going
they're
on?
real?
They look fake. They look like a filter or
Thank you. Thank you. And if you're not watching this, and go on, he does something to them. I don't know
They
what
are-
it is. He hasn't told me.
They're not even that blue. They're actually slightly red right now because of all the heroin I've been doing. I'm kidding. Now we have to cut it.
Blake, everyone's dying to know, how was your Christmas? Did you have a good one?
Oh my gosh, it was awesome. I got to see all my family. I got to eat a lot of food, a lot of Cajun food,
Okay.
So
Is
life was good there.
And how's your life right now after being a huge television star? Is everything going okay?
Yeah, it's going good. It's been a whirlwind,
Okay.
but in a good way. A lot of new exposure, I've met a lot of great people. So
Yeah.
thank you
Good.
to everybody.
Perfect. Now that we got the boring questions out of the way, let's
Yeah,
really
how
go deep.
are your DMs? Tell us about your DMs.
Yeah, give us a real tea. Are you getting some dirty DMs?
DMs, they be spicy.
They be spicy.
They be spicy.
Like that Cajun food, a little spicy.
Yeah.
Are you getting more? Are you getting more men or women in your DMs, or
I'm
50-50?
Man, it's like 50-50. Honestly, it's 50-50. And that's the thing is, I'm not used to a lot of people sliding in my DMs to shoot their shot per se, So,
Yeah.
I'm used to just getting DMs and stuff like that, but not on a Tuesday morning at 9:00, Carl coming in there and saying, "Hey, what's that taste like?"
Yeah.
That's from a man. That's from a man.
The girls are just like, "Hey, cutie." Guys are just like, "Hey, let me see that butt, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
just
so-
like, dang, bro, chill.
So to answer Hayden's question, what does that taste like?
Like vanilla.
No. Yeah, the
Yeah.
dudes are totally more aggressive. It's so funny, Dax. You know what? You know what happens whenever Blake and I get on the phone? His name works perfectly with that Black Betty song. You know, oh, but you say Blake Kelley instead of Black Betty.
Oh,
So-
Blake Kelley, bam,
Bam,
balam.
balam.
Blake
Oh,
Kelley.
Blake Kelley. Bam, balam. Blake Kelley had a child. Bam,
Bam,
balam.
balam, the damn
Blake
thing
Kelley
go
went
wild.
wild. Bam, balam.
Oh Lord.
So-
Yeah, you're gonna have to send me it
That's
so
what
I
we
can
do.
get the actual tune in my ear.
You don't. That
No,
was
I
a
just can't.
slight-
I don't
that was a-
understand
no,
from you singing it.
That was a subtle dig, and I'm here for it. Well done. Thank you.
Also, one of our DMs asked, "How many times a week do you listen to the Blondies Out Loud podcast?"
You know, I got to get the first episode once it's released. I got to listen to it.
He's straight up all in that business.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna listen for sure. I'm going to listen like a quick listen, right? Like I'm just gonna kind of like I know it's out. I got to listen to the new one, and then when I have time, I'm going to dive in and kind of dissect it
Okay, good.
and
good to
judge
know.
So,
for sure. I'm judging hardcore.
Okay, we have to dive into this because I keep getting, speaking of DMs, people be coming for me asking me if I'm okay with y'all's little bromance, and I need to settle it once and for all. Who calls you more?
It's Daxton. Daxton
Thank
calls
you.
me more.
Thank you. And it's been settled. It's been settled. Thank you very much.
But can I just say
But
why Daxton calls a lot? Because he's very needy. I'm pretty solid in this relationship. Daxton's super needy. Oh, I got to keep talking to Blake, otherwise he might talk to Hayden. Oh no.
No, because because if I don't call, guess what? I get a little phone call. And guess who we called to help? Who we needed? Blake, before we got on today, needed a little help, and guess who we called?
David, because David knows technology and we don't.
I literally just gave the phone to David.
Help me.
I don't know how you download that. All right, so I'm glad we settled that.
Settled.
We settled
I'm
that.
glad. I'm the relationship of substance. You're the booty call to make him feel better. Excellent.
No.
I would
No.
I would say it's actually the opposite. Like I'm getting info I need from Daxton. I call you just when I want to shoot the bull. You know.
Yeah,
Now,
when
I-
he needs.
Have
we
a
need
good
to-
time, but accomplish nothing. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And
that's how I see our relationship as well. That's exactly
And I'm here.
that's what I was gonna say.
But anyway, we're just gonna we have some listener questions. I don't know if you did see that on Instagram.
Well, the first
Spill
one from I think this is a good place to start. So on Instagram, Kristen Cosme, I think that's how I say your name. She just asks what you're doing post Christmas, post the cruise or the television show you were on.
So what I'm doing is I'm still continuing to work my 9-to-5 job.
Boom. Which is
bills got to be paid. There's no secret there. I'm in the
know
sales world and under the construction umbrella. So still doing that, but exciting news for me is I've gotten into acting classes and improv classes. So doing both of those to sharpen my skills. I'm working with my agent and they're constantly sending me auditions for modeling and for TV work. So I am going to do every audition that I can get my hands on. I don't care if I need to play, an Australian furry. I'm going to do it.
Well, that's super exciting because obviously the people have seen how talented you are. So I think it's awesome you're getting into it. It's a hard slog.
That's
but
great.
You've got a natural gift. You've got something that like no one is blessed with, which is just natural talent, quick wit, and an easygoing charm. So I'm stoked you're going for it because I think you're going to crush the game.
The thing that I find most interesting about you, besides your handsome face, is you're training Deacon, your
Yes.
dog, and we actually had somebody ask about it on Instagram. Chastity,
Oh, nice.
Chastity.
on Insta.
Chastity on
She-
Insta.
Tell us about raising and training Deacon.
So it started off when I got him. He's a little over 3 years old. A random set of events. I saw a guy in Home Depot walking with 3 full-grown German Shepherds, and I mean, they were so dialed in. And I followed him around because I just got my dog, and the dogs locked in on me. And I told him, hey, I'm following you, but not for like a creepy reason. For like, I, own a German Shepherd too. Long story short, the guy is ex-military. Most of his time in the military, he trained the dogs. And now that he's out and retired, he opened his own business and trains working line shepherds. And so I immediately brought him to him when he was 6 months old. And we've been training with him ever since. And it's almost become to where he's started training Deacon, and he's training me and Deacon. So we go see him a couple of times a month. Yeah,
you're subs.
You're
he's submissives. Does Deacon identify as gay, straight, or non-binary?
I'm not sure. He humps everything. So whatever.
Bisexual. We've got a bisexual.
He does it all.
How big are his feet?
You're about to find out. Come on.
Oh. Feet pics?
Okay.
Straight up?
Are we getting feet pics? This might be a Patreon exclusive.
Who is that?
Oh, whoa. He is a very handsome. He's a very handsome man.
My God,
Yeah,
he's a
big
big
Oh,
dog.
he is a big boy. How much does he weigh?
90 pounds, and he doesn't have
pounds.
he does not have a sliver of fat on him. It's all muscle.
Do you think he would date Charlie, my dog? My dog? Should we get them together?
What breed is Charlie?
A poodle?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he would instantly want to like establish dominance, but it's kind of like
she'll love it.
She's a sub.
She's sub.
I was gonna say he wouldn't like establish dominance, but it'd be like the same time. It'd be like the same thing when me and you met.
Yeah. Whatever. You're my sub. That's not true at all. I go the second day on set. I go up to. I said, make sure you sit by me tomorrow. The first day, I go, make sure you sit by me tomorrow. This guy's funny, and I'm gonna make sure. And he's gonna get camera time. I'm gonna make sure he's gonna be right next to me.
And
this whole time, I thought it was because you liked me, like we were cool.
I do like you. No, but I was playing a game.
He was contriving every situation. He knew exactly what he was doing. We were all just pawns in Daxton's game.
You're all my little subs. Y'all thought,
I'm finding this out.
You were pretty quiet the first day, and I felt like for me I was pretty quiet, and I was lucky enough to bond pretty quickly with Hayden, but you were when I just realized how funny and quick-witted you were, I was like, I have to get to know this little country twang man. I have to see if this accent is actually real.
If I could go back and do it all over again, I would have tried to be like more like like Daxton, like more mysterious and quiet. But it's just how it is. It's not in your nature.
No,
it's hard for you.
You did it exactly how you needed to do it. We needed a you. We needed a Blake.
I was about to say, the best part about you is you didn't give a shit. You were just you entirely. You weren't trying to put something on for the cameras, and that comes through. And the longer you and I spent together, the closer we got. Obviously closer than Daxton and I ever got. So it was like really nice having like a bro there. And the more we hung out, man, the more I laughed. When we were in New York City, and I remember we were walking around with the whole group of guys, and you and I found each other. Like,
you were holding hands and then held hands.
We were holding hands. Yeah. We were making out at certain points. No. And I remember.
I think you're about to say what I'm about to say, but we shared that moment at the dinner table with when that drink came around the corner.
Can you please tell the listeners, like, briefly, without as much profanity, what I said?
I don't know if I can say it without profanity, but yeah, I can try. So we were sitting at the table, and everybody was ordering dirty martinis.
I was one of them. I was one of them.
Yes, and so when the waitress came out with the dirty martini, Hayden thought that it was getting brought to Ezra or you. Okay,
which is a safe, like,
right, because y'all were drinking.
Both ordered them.
So as she was walking, he was sitting there, and he was like next to my ear, and he's like, "You dirty." It's like, you dirty, you. I can't say what you were saying without profanity, but it was basically just insinuating, like, you dirty, you. And so, long story short, the lady just kept walking right past y'all and set the dirty martini down in front of the young lady that was sitting across from me. Her
We
name
just
slips
met
my
that
mind
day.
now. And we just met, and so as she set it down, Hayden said all this provocative stuff. And
She
as
heard
she set
me.
it down, the girl just looked at Hayden and was like, "Hi."
And I lost
Sounds about
it.
right.
I lost it. That encapsulates our friendship because I just find myself losing it every time we're together. We're just laughing the whole time. And
Yes, just having a good time.
You've got a nice vibe about you that I think makes people. I thought you when, I mean, I sad I didn't get a lot of time there with y'all, but like I was like, oh, this one could win, and I'm gonna make sure I'm right here next to him.
I said from day one, Blake's got it.
I
was obviously wrong,
yeah.
but I could have been right.
No, if you would have stayed healthy, I think I've told you that plenty of times off air, but like I seriously thought if you wouldn't have got hurt, you would have been like for sure in the top 3. I mean, your presence is so loud
Thank you.
on camera. It's like what's the best word I'm looking for? Like not non-negotiable, but it's like undeniable.
Annoying? Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I was like,
What
bring
is
it
that?
on. What was it?
What
Well,
is
thank you. I can't disagree with you. All right, let's take a break real quick, and then when we get back, we've got like 5-6 more questions for you.
Yeah, we got a bunch more questions. We've got some games.
Yeah,
to play,
and this is
we're gonna-
we're
We're gonna put Blake through his paces, so stay tuned.
stay turned.
Bring it
on the
on.
other side of
Bring
this.
it on. Let's go.
Bye.
Bye. Welcome back, everybody. If you just watched an ad, thanks for watching it. If you don't want to watch them, go check out our Patreon because it's totally ad-free over there. And we'll love you if you go do it.
Before we get off tonight, we should let the babies look at each other.
Yeah, you
I
can't
agree.
get off without letting the babies look at each other.
I'll do that.
No getting off.
I can do that.
No getting off. We cannot get off until the babies look at each other.
Don't get off until
But
your dogs have
you
met.
show me your baby, and I'll show you my baby.
Yeah, and then you
Don't
can
you
get
tell
off.
me. Don't you
And
tell me when
hate
I can. I'll get off wherever and whenever I want.
Okay, now
All
I'm
right.
seeing Dax would be the sub. Yeah, I can see it now.
We kind of answered this question, but Blake, who is your favorite person to work with on the show, and what was the hardest challenge for you when you were filming the show?
And that comes from Michaela Graham on Instagram. Thank you.
Michaela, thank you for the awesome question. The guy that I would pick, my favorite to work with was probably Elijah, just because I felt like we had a lot of similarities, and we meshed. He was quick-witted too, so we would just play off of each other really well, and it never felt like.
What'd you do with him? Did you do a challenge with him?
No, we didn't do a challenge. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was just everything was just like how we were like vibing in like
around the
the
house.
reality scenes or like in the scenes where everybody was together.
So do you think if you did a challenge together that you would still feel the same about Elijah?
No, I do, and that kind of brings me to my next point with the impromptu challenge, the improv challenge.
Yeah.
If I didn't go with you, you know how me and you chose to go with each other. If it wasn't going to be with you, Hayden, then I definitely would have picked Elijah to go with because I knew
For sure.
we would have bounced off.
But if I was there, who would you have picked between me, Hayden, and Elijah?
No, it's still my same choices.
Next question. Next question. Next question.
Who was your favorite TV star to work with?
I'm going to go with BJ Britt because
Okay.
he was really cool. He was really down to earth, and he was really fun, and made that improv scene really smooth. So I would say him.
So his favorite challenge was the improv challenge, is what I'm gathering.
Oh,
I would say yes because it was the one that I didn't feel like I was acting, nor that I feel like I had to like. That's the one I
Memorize.
felt like I could truly just be myself.
watching it back, I'm like, you're totally a natural dude. You got in there and you were already giving her a bit of sass and a bit of charm. And I was like, that's confidence. That's like confidence to go in there and just be you, and you'll take whatever comes. And
Yes.
man, it came and you took it.
You sure did. All right.
Looking back on it though, now that I think about it, Daxton, you would have been a fun person to improv with too, because you're strong in that area.
I watched that. Obviously, I watched the whole season except the last episode. The only one that kind of made me sad that I wasn't there was the improv. The other stuff was like, okay, it sucks. Yeah, I love improv. I thought that would have been fun. You guys got to do it with Melissa Peterman. Like, what the? Like,
yes.
What?
Yeah.
We're trying to get on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I think that was the only time I was like jealous. That was like, dang, like how fun to do something. I don't think you all realized how lucky you were to get to do an improv scene with her. Like,
she's phenomenal.
And that's one thing that has really hit me since I've left the show, kind of gotten back into the reality of like just normal life, is like we were doing scenes every single day with like big stars, you know?
Well, okay, I'm not like no shade on the Hallmark stars, no shade at them at all. Melissa Peterman is like
oh yeah, she's a whole nother level.
She's like girl knows how to like she's like, and not saying that the other stars weren't like watched. People are gonna come for me and like what I'm not saying they aren't, but like Melissa Peterman is like you got to do that with her.
Yeah, no, I'm super.
That was
grateful
I was just screaming. I think I like literally sent her a text and was like, "I just want you to know, I'm so sad I didn't get to be part of that." Who knows? Maybe I may not have made it that far. Probably would have, but that's the only reason I want to do season 2 is so I can do an improv scene with Melissa.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
That would.
And if I could share something though, seriously, this like. Doing those scenes and behind the scenes with her, everything was awesome. But she won me over when the episode that I got eliminated. Okay, after everything was cut, after I was doing my final interviews and all that jazz, she stayed for like 2 extra hours and told her driver like either leave or come back and get me. She purposely stayed to just have a one-on-one talk with me and kind of like help me like just calm down and map out the future. And she didn't have to do that. You know,
well, you guys, you both are so witty, and all of the jokes she came up with on the show are hers. Like she's so, and I think maybe she just saw that like you definitely have that potential to be that kind of actor where you're really smart, really quick, and really witty. And I'm glad she did. I have the chills. Thank you. Like that's freaking cool.
No, it is. It made me feel.
She's the real deal. I really, really hope I really hope she'll come on. Please, Melissa, come on.
Well,
yeah,
she's a
come
blonde.
on.
She'd fit in. Really,
she's a blonde. She'd fit
really
in so well. We're trying.
We'll try. We'll keep trying.
She may be the only person that would have bluer or more blue eyes than. Hayden,
no,
for sure.
Well, Hayden will put the drops in and they'll get bluer somehow.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'll just make sure I've got a dial that is like.
He knows exactly
blue,
what. Yeah. He knows exactly what he's doing. Okay, well, that will lead us to then what James Mansfield. Did you listen to our James Mansfield episode?
Yes, hit me with it.
Oh.
What James Mansfield wants to know what's your best pickup line, and that like always works no matter what. Like, what's the one that 100% of the time? Does it work?
Yeah.
Like, it has to work. What's your one pickup line that works every time?
I usually won't do a pickup line on a girl or like flirt with her. I just don't just randomly walk up to women and flirt with them. What I like to do is like seek out the eye contact, right? If I'm catching eye contact with a girl and we're looking back and forth at each other like once or twice, you know, and I can tell she's like, I'm doing my deal, whatever I'm doing, and I look over at her again, and she's already looking at me. That's like my green light, right?
Okay.
And so I'll just typically I'll go up to her and say, hey, are we going to keep
Why are you staring at me?
or are you going to give me your number?
Stop looking at me.
wait. Hey, that's your pickup. Wait a minute. That's Hayden's. Hayden's will go over there. Hello. Are you staring at me? What are you looking at?
Yes.
Can you stop staring at me? What is going on here? Do I have something on my
eyes,
face?
My eyes are real.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Blake's like, all right, girl. What are you looking at over here?
I'll call the cops.
Are we gonna quit? Are we gonna quit playing these games and just keep staring at each other? Or are we gonna actually have a conversation?
Yeah, you gonna.
That's my Blake impression. That's my Blake impression.
You gonna keep staring at me because I will call the cops.
That's great.
Do you have any fails then? If Creighton from Instagram asked if you had any pickup line fails.
Yeah, all the time, and it's you gotta. I mean, every guy, every girl should understand this. For every like one pickup line that works, there's 10 that fail.
Okay, which ones fail? Which ones fail?
Same one I just told you. I'll go up to a girl and say, "Hey, are we gonna keep staring at each other? Are you gonna give me your number?" And she's like, "I'm not even looking at you." I'm like, "Oh shit."
I was looking at the guy behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, damn. Oh.
And that's how she had her retina detachment.
Or I'll go.
And we all know.
Go up. Yeah, that's how her retina detached.
Surely now you have Deacon. It's like girls obviously love guys with a dog. Have you ever used Deacon in the play?
I will be walking with him, and I'll see a group of girls, and I just do this little deal here to where I drop my back, I drop my leg, and when I drop my leg, he knows to go down, and so I won't say a word. I'll just drop my leg, and he'll stand there, and then I'll go over there and talk to him, and then I'll slap my leg, and that's his signal to come back to me. And then they're in awe of how well behaved he is. And then, after that,
for the 50% of your DMers, will you stand up and show that one more time? Yeah.
You want to
just for our viewers.
Don't do it. Oh no. Oh, that's the type of podcast we've become.
I'm not dumb.
We might.
Oh, Blake, I'm so sorry you had to do that. I'm so sorry you had to be put through
It's all
that.
good. That's what I tell the girls too. I'm like, hey, I got enough ass for both of us. Come on.
You're yes-anding us like I'm living for it. Then, like, that really segues into my next question, and this is from me. Oh. What's your shoe size?
My shoe size is an 11.
Boom.
Okay. Mine
11.
too. We're same shoe size.
Men's 11.
Do you take a guess how big Hayden's are?
I mean, he strikes me as an 8.5 type of guy.
Yeah,
but,
me too. Me too.
I'm joking.
Yeah, but it's a 13. Oh. He has a 13 size shoe.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's how you walk on it.
Kangaroo feet you got over there.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I used to swim a lot. Like I swam for like 14 years.
And you think that's why your feet are big?
No, I just got a couple of flippers. That's probably why I did so well.
TJ Khan, one of our producers, he wants to know, where would you take somebody on your first date?
I got a rhythm, baby. First date, okay? We just going for coffee. I do not want it to be a dinner to where it seems like an interview. I want it to have a little caffeine rolling in between us, getting talkative, having a good time, and then by the end of that, I'm inviting them on a night out on the town, and we're going two-stepping. We're going to dance.
Oh, I want to...
Both are, the caffeine and the coffee gets them talking. The dancing makes them take down their wall, and they're comfortable.
Just know if you're going on a date with Blake and he asks you to go two-stepping, that means the date's going well.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How do you feel about paying on the first date? Do you think the guy should always pay on the first date?
I mean, yeah, I'm just, I'm Southern.
Because you're a Southern old-fashioned man.
Yeah, if you're gonna ask a girl to go on a date, I think you should pay.
What if she asks you?
What if she insists?
Well, she better get that purse out then, honey. I mean,
Okay.
No, I mean, I'm typically going to pay, but I mean, I don't like. I try to judge it. I mean, I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way, but I'm not interested in going out with a girl who just wants a free ride, So, like, I want to, or anybody who just wants a free ride. So I want to make sure the intentions are pure and, I'm, actually interested in getting to know this girl more.
it's a very interesting like way to determine who the person is at the end of that date. It's like, are they who you thought they were? For example, I went on a date recently. First date, she did something and said something that was like very feminist, and we'll probably have to cut this. but
No.
she opened the door for me, and I was like, as I do, oh, sorry, after you. And she was like, no, after you. And I was like, oh, okay, no problem. And she was like, yeah, that's one of my big tests. If a man demands that he goes in front of me, then that's a red flag for me. And I was like, oh, fair enough. Okay, she's a strong woman. She knows what she wants, and she's a bit more feminist that way. And then I took her out on a date, and when the check dropped on the table, do you think there was any, oh, we're splitting it, or let me pay for this, or
No,
nope,
she
sat and waited for that check to be paid for. So it was convenient.
Drag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty rough.
Yeah.
Convenient.
She's a convenient feminist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, not fun. Thank you for
Blake-
tuning in. Keep watching. There's more coming after this. So,
let's go back
yeah.
to some questions.
Hit me.
yep. Send it.
So, I really want to know, what your thoughts on loose human hair is.
Well, it started off when I was a kid to loose hair in general. I had a phobia of it because I was playing with friends around a pool, running around the pool like you were told not to, and I slipped and I rolled right into a dog pen that held like 4 big dogs. And I was just covered from head to toe in hair. It got in my eyes, it got in my mouth, and I had that phobia my whole life.
Human hair or any kind of hair?
Well, that's the thing.
Just
It used to be any kind of hair until I got Deacon, and I've kind of become one with dog hair. So now it's more just like I don't like human hair. I don't like.
so like
Yeah.
this
I was
is
gonna
hard.
ask
Like
about that.
when you're dating a girl and she like takes a shower, or you're living with a girl and she showers in your bathroom, like sometimes there's hair. Are you scared?
Yeah, I mean, it's just I'll stay away from it. You know what I mean?
Wait, do you clean it, or you just don't want to even go near it?
I'll clean it. I'll clean it, but it's one of those things where I'm like,
Oh yeah, no way. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you know what
Okay.
I've had to do last so I used to have a dog, if you didn't know this, Daxton. And
So sorry.
And-
I will apologize for that for like the rest of my life.
yeah, and I'll accept it. And so when I would vacuum up the dog hair, right, we have a my ex and I used to have I gotta get used to saying ex, a shampoo vacuum combined thing, right? And it would shampoo and vacuum up all the dog hair. And you'll hate this, Blake, but at the end you have to clean out the vacuum, and just like wet dog hair you have to like scoop out with your own hands.
Yeah.
And chuck it in the trash.
That's disgusting.
But
That is so
it would have been
gross.
your nightmare. Would have been your
Yeah.
That's
nightmare.
my nightmare too, though. I can yeah.
What else you got over there, Blondie?
Yeah, Blondie.
Why'd you quit baseball when you were a kid? Because you're such a good football player. We never even brought it up, but Blake, I know everyone. Blake played Division I football. That's freaking cool. We were running out of time, so I can't really dive into your football. That's freaking cool.
Thank you.
Why are you scared to play baseball though? Like that's like I'm talking like this Division I for Texas Tech football is wild. Like that's a big deal.
First off, guns up to Texas Tech. But I quit baseball when I was a kid because I was scared of getting hit by the ball when you bat. And my parents and my mother says never let it go. Is I excelled in football, and she says it blows my mind that you're scared of a little baseball getting hit by a little baseball, but you're not scared of a grown man coming to try and literally like demolish you. And I told her my excuse is like in football I can run away from these guys. In baseball you just have to stand there, like it's
Yeah.
terrifying. And so that's
You know
why.
what? I have a similar family story. I didn't like baseball and I don't even know I even said this, but this is the excuse my family gave me. I didn't want to get dirty.
Ooh. Really? That's why?
But that's like, no, but apparently that's what my family says. I don't care about getting dirty. I like to get down and dirty. I just think it was funny. I think I just was bored. My ADD, baseball to me, just being standing out there. I know there's a lot of like, sport to it. I understand that there's technique to the game, but I just think it didn't move fast enough for me. Okay.
Yeah, back to Blake. What's next on the agenda?
I want to know, if you and I went on a date, would you let me double dip and would you share a cup with me?
Neither. That is quick grounds for cancellation. I do not play with double dipping, and I don't want you. You have your own cup. Drink out of your cup. You know what I mean?
But what if I'm empty?
Nope. Nah.
And I look at you like this, and I talk to you like this, and I'm like, Blake, I need a double dip and I need a drink.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work out.
That's an immediate walk away. How about those people who don't mind sharing toothbrushes? That drives me crazy.
That's disgusting. Yeah.
Would you?
Right?
But like, would you share a toothbrush with Deacon?
No, I would not. That's even gross. That's nastier.
What kind of question is that?
Yeah.
Absolutely
It just came to my head. It just came to my head. Why not? Like, he loves
Do
Deacon.
you share a toothbrush with Charlie?
I would if I had to.
No, you would bloody not. You'd rather your teeth rot in your head.
No, I'd rather her teeth rot before I shared a toothbrush.
Yeah, straight up.
That's where it's at. Now we get to the truth of the matter.
All right, before we get going, I have to know. Kill, marry, Hayden, Parker, Elijah.
I'm probably gonna kill Parker.
Yeah,
he's just he's a big guy, and you got to get them out of the way. I'd probably
And he talks a lot, and he talks a lot.
Yeah, and then I'd probably get
Parker's
him out.
gonna come for you, bro.
And then kill. If I had to marry one, I'm probably gonna marry Elijah because Elijah's cool. We can talk. We can laugh. And if I had to F one, it's gonna be Hayden because he's like,
size 13.
Yeah,
size 13. Yeah.
You wish. You wish you could get that.
I feel
thing.
I feel like I could overpower him, and like.
So the dominance thing.
Yeah.
That twang could not get this thing. If you know what I'm saying. No shout, no chance.
Blake, this was so fun talking to you. Can you give us how we can find you, like via your Instagrams and all of that?
Yes, Facebook and Instagram. I'm at Blake Kelley __. It's at BLAKE KELLEY. Don't forget the second E, and just __. If you just type in Blake Kelley, I'm gonna come up.
He's gonna get you with that double underscore. Why the double underscore?
The double underscore is crazy. Why?
Because I just wanted my name. I didn't want any numbers. I didn't want to do any asterisk. I just wanted my name, and then I was going to type in underscores until it accepted.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's brave.
Blake, we love you. You're so freaking fun. You can come on this podcast anytime you want.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I will come on.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Let's say goodbye to Blake. Blake, we can sign off together. Bye. Bye, Blake.
Bye, Blake.
Bye. Thank you for having me. Love y'all.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. This is episode 10 of Blondies. Thank you so much for listening to it. If you made it this far, bloody legend. Now, thank you to our Patreon followers. We appreciate you signing up there and supporting us. If you'd like to listen to this without any ads, head over to the Patreon. Otherwise, we got the Spotify, we got Apple, we got YouTube, the Odyssey app as well. And don't be afraid to jump on the Instagram. We love a DM. So find us.
I love a DM. Find us, please give us those DMs.
And that has been
that's it.
episode 10 of Blondies Out Loud.
Out Loud. Bye, Hayden.
Let's
I
all
miss
say
you.
it together. Thanks for tuning in to
Blondies! Blondies Out Loud is brought to you by this incredible team.
Elizabeth at Ninth Planet Audio, Sean at Cut+Run, our graphic designer, David, and of course, Tiffany, Amber, and our producers, TJ Khan and Holly Stucknick. Thank you so much.